So, you've just walked out of the theater after seeing Avatar, Fire and Ash. You've seen the destruction, you've met the Ash people, and you watched the credits roll on what felt like a definitive ending to this chapter. But here's the truth that 90% of the audience missed. The story didn't end in the cinema. It continued on your console. James Cameron and Ubisoft quietly dropped a massive narrative bomb in the new Frontiers of Pandora expansion, From the Ashes. We now have official confirmation that the events of this DLC take place literally weeks after the final scenes of the Fire and Ash movie. If you want to know what happens to Pandora after the screen goes black, and before the massive time jump coming in Avatar 4, you need to hear this. Let's break down the full story. First, let's set the scene. The movie showed us the Varang and the aggressive Ash people of the volcanic regions, but the game reveals that their influence, and the destruction they caused, has spread all the way to the western frontier. When we load into the DLC, we aren't greeted by the neon bioluminescence we're used to. We are greeted by fire. The DLC opens in a region now dubbed the Ravines, or the Scorched Lands. The home tree of the Aranahi clan, the first allies we made in the base game, has been ravaged. The lush forest is burning. This confirms that the fire in the movie wasn't just a local event, it was a planetary scar. The RDA didn't just lose or win, they destabilized the entire ecosystem, allowing aggressive clans like the Mangkwan to rise up from the shadows. In the movie, we saw the complex politics of the Ash people. In the game, we see the fallout. We are introduced to the Mangkwan clan. These are allies of the movie's villains who have traveled west. But here is the twist. The Mangkwan aren't just anti-Jake Sully, they have formed a terrifying pact with the RDA. The story follows our character, the Serentu, and the warrior Solek. You discover that the RDA has lost control of the insurgency and has decided to simply burn what they cannot conquer. They are supplying the Mangkwan with heavy weaponry in exchange for hunting down the resistance. This leads us to the Ash Games. This isn't just war, it's sport. The DLC reveals that in the power vacuum left after the movie, these Ash clans are holding brutal gladiatorial trials to prove dominance. You, the player, have to enter these games to save your captured allies. It's a story of a wounded planet. The movie ends with a philosophical victory, but the game ends with a physical reality check. Pandora is burning. The resistance is scattered. The peaceful clans are being hunted not just by humans, but by their own kind. This DLC is the essential bridge. It explains why, when Avatar 4 eventually starts, the world will look harder, darker, and more desperate. The era of peace is over. The era of Ash has begun. If you haven't played From the Ashes yet, you are missing the true epilogue to the movie. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the Avatar timeline, and let me know in the comments. Do you think the Serentu clan will show up in the next movie? I'll see you in the next one.